my God, I'm not exaggerating. People need to hear this. When I say I was ready to take a bottle brush and be like, I'm not getting itching. So itchy. Holy cow. I about died.
Group chat that turned into a podcast? Hell yeah, dude. Venting to all your besties? Hell yeah, dude. Are they a little bit bothered? Hell yeah, dude.
Welcome to A Little Bit Bothered, the podcast where our group chat spills into your ears. We're for friends who overshare, laugh too much, and aren't afraid to get a little snarky.
We've taken our brutally honest, vulnerable, and downright hilarious conversations from the chat and turned them into a podcast because honestly, why keep all this entertainment to ourselves?
Whether it's the petty stuff, the deep stuff, or the stuff that makes you wonder, did they really just say that? We're here to say,
I think we're a little bit bothered.
I think we're a little bit bothered.
We're a little bit
we are.
bothered.
We're your bothered bitches.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little bit bothered. Oh, God.
We're your bothered bitches. Okay, I'm Nicole.
I'm Monica.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Kelsey.
We did it.
Hello.
We did
it. Hooray!
Okay, we've only probably got about like 2 more minutes left of us having our shit together, so we got to get going.
Yeah. We're on the time limit. Monica
Keep the
said
ball
5
rolling.
minutes to have our shit together, so
Yeah,
that's all we
Well,
got.
not 5 minutes to have it together. It's just we have 5 minutes
Have
of
5
having it
minutes
together.
that we have it together. Yes, correct. We've already
That's
lost
all.
it. It's already gone. It's already
we
gone.
cap out.
It's over.
The fact that we've spent so long talking about how we have our shit together means that we don't.
We don't.
We used it up
Literally.
before we got on.
Facade.
Gone.
It's a facade.
Yeah. Fake.
All right. Well, we are going to do something a little bit new this week. We, of course, always vent and talk about all the things that bothered us. Again, whether it's serious or just the pettiest, randomest shit, we are bothered by it and we like to talk about it. So today, we're going to introduce a new segment called the WTF, which is our quick recap of the things that we either loved or just bothered the shit out of us this week. So we've got the W for the win of the week, the T, which is what were you triggered by, and then the F is where we have a little bit of flexibility, and it's either what was funny as fuck for you this week or what is your FML moment of the week. So I'm curious, Nicole, what is your
Yeah.
WTF?
Okay. I don't really know that I have any wins really this week.
Oh, how sad.
I guess we built a shed. The shed is complete, so that's a win.
That is definitely a win.
Big win.
I did not build it. However, I did help my husband with the roof. That's how last week I bitched about my blister. I was raking so that I was raking the spot where the shed was going, and that's where I got the blister. But then I was helping my husband with the roof, and I threw the plywood up to him, tried to, and I scraped my knee on the plywood, like on the, so I got another boo-boo, okay?
Oh no.
So that's my
Nicole.
fuck my life. That's my F. I got another boo-boo.
That's the win and the fuck my life.
That's the shed is the win, and also the fuck my life. Yeah. And my triggered is I stand by not looking up audiobook narrators and sometimes even frontmans of like bands or like whatever.
Yes.
Mystery is good
Listen,
sometimes.
mystery
Ignorance
is
is
great.
bliss.
Okay,
Ignorance
keep it in your
is bliss.
imagination. Yeah,
yes,
keep it in your
especially
imagination.
in the genre of book that we enjoy. A lot of the times, the male character is a little spicy and supposed to be kind of sexy, right? Okay. Oh, against my will, I found out what Teddy Hamilton looks like, and I'm scarred for life.
Oh,
I do not
no.
encourage you to look him up. For those who don't know, he actually does the voice of Xaden in Fourth Wing. He does a lot of Rebecca Yaros's books.
He does
a lot of the books that we
He's a
read, that we
popular
love,
one.
that we hold dear to our heart.
It's because he's got a sexy voice.
Have you looked him up?
Don't
I
do
think
it.
I think
I think
did.
Nicole made us
No,
one time.
No,
Yeah,
we looked up
we
Anthony
couldn't help it.
Palomini.
Oh.
looked up Anthony Palomini.
Okay,
That
so there's
was-
still
So I'm
okay,
not
yeah.
gonna look up
Yes,
Teddy.
I
Okay.
will
Don't
not.
look.
will
Don't look
not.
up Teddy.
There's another one too that I like. I don't want to look up. Although I think I have seen him, and I think he's okay if I remember correctly. But I'm trying to remember what he voices. I want. Ravenhood series. What's his name?
I
He
don't
was
know.
okay. I think
I
if
didn't
look
listen
He's
to
a very
Ravenhood.
popular voice, though. I think.
I'll find out.
Yes.
Hold on. Because I did not listen to Ravenhood. I read it all.
Oh, he
Uh,
has you gotta listen to the Raven Hood.
Oh,
Oh.
I told you, Nicole.
I
to
know
listen
you
to
did,
it.
and I did not.
Like not just
Oh,
once.
Joe Arden.
Yes, Joe
He
Arden.
is pretty okay. No, because I looked. Wait, hold on. I did not look up Joe Arden. I'm about to.
I think
no,
think
I'm not
he's-
going to. I'm not going to. I'm not
Yeah,
going
you
to.
just
I'm
said
gonna start
that
myself
too.
further.
I don't think that one will ruin it for you, but it definitely. The thing though is like when they voice multiple books and then you look them up, I feel like that kind of like messes with like the imagination
ruins
of it.
Yeah,
everything.
you shouldn't see
it
them.
ruins
Yeah.
everything. So Anthony Palomini, he does Kingfisher for Quicksilver. That's what we were talking about. That's how we got on this
Okay.
this conversation in the group chat. And I had already seen him before listening to Quicksilver, just because I saw like the promo on who was going to be doing the voices. I don't even know how this happened, but I happened to see that and I was like, oh boy. And then I heard Kingfisher and I was like, oh no, that's not, I can't, my brain doesn't compute that. He also
Like,
did
that is
Resand
not
in
Kingfisher.
Yeah, no. He also did Resand in the graphic audio of Akatar. So if you've ever listened to the graphic
Oh.
audio of Akatar, you've heard him. But that's one where I'm like, he's so goofy looking. It doesn't compute when he's like a 1700-year-old Fae male. Like it's like so weird to me. But Teddy really fucked me up. Okay, I'm
no.
sorry. I'm
Well,
not
and I
trying to be
think
mean. And this is another thing I'm bothered by is how fucking shallow I am right now.
But,
Like
but
this
the
is
thing is like, but
like,
like,
this
okay, if you
is
think
a
about it though,
first
is
world
that like,
problem.
but like you're hearing that voice and you're learning it as part of a specific character. So it might not even be that like the person itself is unattractive. They just don't match that character,
they
which
don't.
is the
They
letdown. And
don't.
you're like, oh,
They
you're
don't.
not
They
Resand.
don't. They don't
You're
match
not
any of the
Kingfisher.
characters.
I'm
It's
so
bad.
tempted
No,
to
it's
look him
horrible.
up now so that I can understand your feeling, but I don't
Do
want
it.
But
to.
yeah,
Just do it.
I'm with
afraid.
you. Don't look them up. It ruins it. I would rather just
Especially
have the
Ashley,
imagination
because
of what's in my head.
Ashley, you love the Fourth Wing, so I wouldn't.
Mhm.
They're
I just
not
wouldn't.
meant to have faces. They're
No,
meant to.
they're
Their
not.
face is meant to be
They're
the
not even
character
real.
Yeah.
described in the book. So
Yeah,
you're
just
not
don't
supposed
do
to
it.
look them up. They should be anonymous, honestly.
Yeah,
honestly,
they
Well,
shouldn't
no,
give their
actually,
names.
there is one, and I can't recall which series he does. Like he does a bunch of them, but actually on his Instagram he doesn't have any like actual face pictures because I think because of that
Smart.
is like he wants it to stay with the
Honestly.
character.
Smart.
Which then, I mean, I'm also wondering like, what do you actually look like? But
yeah,
you know,
but-
from like a creative perspective, where like your voice is. I mean, I don't know if it would be considered art or whatever, but like
yeah,
it is the product, right? And
Yeah.
so
yeah,
I
it's your
don't blame
medium,
him.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's what I'm bothered by.
yeah, I
Wow,
get that.
Okay, that was good.
Same goes for like bands. I don't. Sometimes I've looked up like my favorite band, thinking that I love their voice. I'm gonna love what they look like, and I'm sorely disappointed. Like just dreams,
It's true,
hopes, and
though.
dreams come crashing down.
It's true though. It's so
It's
true.
bad. It's horrible. And very shallow, and I'm okay with that. Okay, who
We're
wants
allowed
to go
have some
next?
shallow bits.
Who wants to go next?
I'll
Eeny,
go.
meeny, miny, mo. Ashley,
I'll
go.
I'll do mine.
Let's hear it, Ashley. What's your WTF?
Okay, my win of the week is we harvested a cucumber and carrots from the garden.
Yeah, you
Um,
did.
We built that garden over a year ago, so this is
Oh,
like
well.
the first stuff coming out of it.
I'm very impressed because growing anything in the valley it's difficult with the
Hard.
heat and everything. And I
Yes.
know right now our weather is still good, but it's hard.
It is hard.
Yeah.
And the dirt that we have is like not the greatest because dirt is
Yeah.
actually surprisingly expensive. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm happy. So that's definitely a win. Oh, triggered. I'm triggered by. Okay, so I cut my hair for anyone who's
Yes.
listening and not watching this. I
And it's
cut
So
probably
amazing.
cute.
like 8 inches off my hair. I'm guessing.
That's
It's very
crazy.
short. It's like above my shoulder, like above my chin, almost like short.
It's
Um,
literally a bob, and it's very cute.
Yes.
Yes.
The Bob Summer.
Yeah, Bob Summer.
I can tell when someone does not like my haircut because like literally, for example, one of my coworkers comes to my office and she says, the day after I got it done, she said, "Oh my God, you cut your hair. Do you like it?" What is that?
That's a
Do
dead giveaway.
you like
But
it?
multiple
giveaway.
people, like some people were like, "Oh my God, you got your hair cut. It's so cute." Like, first of all, don't ask me if I got my hair cut. Obviously, it's cut. Obviously.
Yeah, right.
And then when you say like,
It's not a trim.
yeah, when people
Yeah,
are
yeah.
like either "Wow, it's short" or "Do you like it?" I'm like, what? Even if you didn't like it, just lie and say you did. Like,
Right.
what? Why
Wow,
are
nice
you
haircut.
asking me
That's
that
all you have to
question?
say.
Yeah.
So weird. Yeah, so that's annoying. Hopefully it's done now because I feel like I've like seen most people since I cut it now.
Yeah, I think they're
Um,
wrong for the record. Your
Yeah.
hair is so
Thank
cute.
you. Thank you.
Pull it
Yes.
off. You
I
can
like
have
that
a
a lot.
Bob Summer and
Bob
rock it.
Summer. I'm gonna have to, whether I want it to or not now. We're here. Okay. For the F, I was gonna do something funny as fuck, which you three already know. But so me and Monica had a pool day yesterday. We're getting ready to go swimming, and my 3-year-old, he just comes over to the table where we were eating our lunch, and he says to me, "The white pool is for the white kids." That's what he said, right? Is that how he said it?
I think so.
And I
But
said,
he's like
"What?"
so little. Like, so little
said,
so you can't even
"What?"
understand it like perfectly.
Yeah. And then he said it again. And I was like, "What?" I just
For
I-
context, he's not white.
He's
He's
mixed,
not
he's
fully
right, yeah.
No, yes, my husband is half black. And so I'm like, but
But the way
that's
we froze-
irrelevant. I mean, he doesn't even know that. He's only
Yeah.
3. Like, I told Monica, I'm like,
so funny, though.
I don't know why he's saying this right now. I don't know what he means by that. I think really like they identify people by like the color shirt they're wearing or something. And the
Yeah.
pool was white. So I'm like, I don't know. I literally don't know, but it was very, very funny.
We just sat there and we were like, we looked at
in the
each
white
other.
pool.
I asked him, like, I understood him the first time, but I was like, "What did you say?" Because I was like hoping he was going to say something different. I'm like,
Try again, dude.
And then we're
What?
just like, this is not okay.
yeah, we just, I don't even think I responded. I think me and Monica just laughed for like 5 minutes straight. I was like
We
choking
just,
on
like,
my
couldn't
sandwich.
Believe it. Like, did that really just happen? Like,
Yeah, that was really something. So
funny.
I have like a little list of things he says that are funny. I need to put that in there because, yeah. I'm glad it was just at Monica's house and like imagine if we were at like a new person's house, you know, like
I'm like, I get it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel
won't
like you
judge
guys are even now. I feel like you guys are even because last week we talked about how Monica's kids said your bathroom was disgusting, and
Yeah.
now it's all right. It's even
no, but
before.
genuinely, I don't know why he said that. So it was funny though. Okay, Kelsey, your turn.
Okay. I have to recover from this. I need a second. Okay. Okay, my win is that I got to see the baby in 3D. I've never had a 3D ultrasound before, so I was very excited.
That's
And
so
she's
fun.
looking cute.
Yeah.
You never had one?
Uh-uh.
I love
No.
them.
I've always just had the one at the beginning and then like a 20-week regular one. But now I get them all the time.
You're an ultrasound pro. She's so
Yeah.
cute though.
Mm-hmm.
And then my trigger is that I don't know if you guys have seen this, but the girl that sang Moana on the delayed flight, on the delayed Delta flight, she sang like the full Moana song. My trigger is not the child singing Moana, which is what everyone else is triggered about. My trigger is that everyone else is.
I didn't see it. It was a child singing.
I also.
Yes,
Yeah,
she was 11.
11.
Okay.
She was an 11-year-old, and the flight was. It sounded. Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounded like they were delayed on the ground, and then even maybe delayed in the air a little bit too.
Yeah, I don't
was
know. 'Cause
unclear.
I saw the description in like 2 different ways. Like they were
Yeah.
waiting to land, and so they were like circling. But then most of the other posts I saw that they were like delayed on the tarmac. And I
Yeah.
think that's really more of what it is. It's like they were all frustrated being delayed on the tarmac.
So,
Mm.
anyways, somebody decided to let this girl sing on the
Intercom.
intercom.
Oh,
And
okay.
she sang Moana's theme song.
Okay.
Which, by the way, was not that bad. Like, I mean, it was a 11-year-old's voice.
I mean, she wasn't like, it was neither here nor there. She was just her singing Moana.
She was singing.
Yeah.
She was
The
having a
thing
good
is that people are losing their fucking minds
Yes.
about it. Like, people posting videos from the flight and people commenting, and they're just like, oh, I would have jumped out of the airplane if I had to endure that, or like all these dramatic things. And this poor child, like, she's just a kid. Like, she was just I don't know how it got brought up, but I'm sure she was just thrilled to death because she's
Right.
gonna
She was
get to
like,
perform Moana.
We're all frustrated.
the
I'll make you
intercom.
feel better. Like, let me
Right.
sing you a
Yeah.
song.
And then these adults are just like losing their minds over 2 minutes of the, like, was it I'm sure that it was not. I'm sure you were annoyed, and I'm sure it's not ideal. I'm not saying it was a good idea. I'm not saying anybody should have allowed anybody to sing on the mic, but the internet has blown it up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I pray to God these parents are sheltering her so hard right now, and she's not catching wind of this. And if they are, like, I pray to God her friends aren't catching wind of it, because
Yeah.
Kids are
She's known as
this
the
poor
Moana
little
now.
girl is like going to be traumatized from this experience because people are
That's a
so
really
hateful.
dumb. That is such a dumb thing for people to get upset about.
It's so, like, it's just such an, like, unimportant thing in the grand scheme of your entire day.
Yes.
But then the other thing about that, because I went down the rabbit hole and was like watching like a few videos about it, and then I realized that a bunch of the videos being posted where people were complaining weren't even on the actual plane.
No, they were just using the sound from the original video.
And so then they're
like,
just making fun of her, being like, I was on the plane, like, delayed, and this happened. And then you can tell that, like, their seats are completely different than the seats in the video with the little girl. And you're like, you're just literally using an 11-year-old girl to get some likes on your page.
It's
yeah,
fucked
it's really
up.
pathetic.
It
I
is.
hate the internet.
And I saw a video of somebody who was so mad at Delta's apology because Delta said, you
They
know,
kind of blew it off.
yeah, they did blow it off. And they said
It's
they
stupid.
basically they just apologized for the wait. And they're like, I demand an apology for making me listen to this 11-year-old sing, basically is what they were saying. It's like, why would Delta rag on a child just so you feel bad? Like,
Seriously.
they're not gonna issue an apology about this
Over
kid
a child
singing.
singing.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
Well, so I think the other thing too is, like, there's kind of some hypocrisy about it in a way. I don't know if that's exactly what it would be, but it's like you see so many videos of, like, Southwest flight attendants, and, like, they're singing they're doing their thing, and, like, I get that that's a totally different vibe, but is it not similar? Like, it's some form of entertainment where somebody was trying to make your day a little bit better when you were delayed and it sucked. Like,
And it's like,
can't we
okay,
appreciate
so
that?
I think we get like this, you know, like sometimes the pilots will let like certain kids or whatever go into the cockpit and like look around,
Yeah.
and then they'll
Yeah.
give them like the little sticker or like the whatever. That's what I'm equating this as. Like, the
Yeah,
flight
like,
attendant
what
saw
a
an
fun
opportunity to
thing.
make the kid happy, so they made the kid happy.
We
Yes.
have
We'll talk about
small
the rest of
yes.
you.
We have small times throughout life where we have the ability to give a kid like confidence and joy
And like,
and
yeah.
just whatever. And that was 2 minutes. You were stuck on the plane. It's shitty either way. Why are you ruining this kid's
right.
whole like
You were
self
gonna be stuck there
confidence?
anyway.
Yes. Like,
Whether
just
she was
fuck
singing or
off.
not, you weren't going anywhere.
I do want to say, though, that I did also see some videos that did look real of some people who were on the plane who were like, no, but like she really was good and like it was fun.
Oh, okay.
So at
Well,
least
that's good.
there's some people who were like actually on the plane who could appreciate it for what it's worth. But I think it's also the people who weren't even there who are making such a big deal out of it. And it's
I'm
like, you weren't
sure
even on the
that's what it
plane. Like, you didn't
is.
even hear it. Like, if you don't like
Yeah.
the song, scroll past.
It's
Yeah,
just like
and the
a
problem
with
viral
that,
story, so
too-
people jump
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's
But
just yeah.
Absolutely.
For as much positive as there is, you know, there's going to be like 4 times the negative, and that's
Yeah.
what's
Oh,
sad
absolutely.
about the
I'm all
internet
for
today.
just for you know what? Complain when especially airlines
Yeah.
when they're fucking your life up, but For fuck's sake,
little
she's-
girl have
leave
her
her out of
moment.
it.
Leave the children alone.
She didn't do anything.
I'm about
literally.
to track her down and put her on our
Children alone.
podcast to sing Moana for 2 minutes. Like,
Seriously.
seriously, just leave her the fuck alone.
She was adorable. I liked her.
Oh, she'd
know,
have a
it's
smaller audience than she had on the plane.
Well,
She'll turn all it down.
now, though.
and she'll turn us down.
She's more famous than we are. We're
true.
just
Well,
small for
literally. Actually, maybe she would
mediocre
help us.
podcast.
That's a favor
Yeah.
to us.
Yeah, that's never
Seriously.
be a favor to us.
Mediocre podcast.
Can you please
over
help us?
Why don't one of you guys sing on a plane intercom so we can get famous?
Oh,
would.
I'm
You want me to sing
good.
Moana?
That
Yeah,
is all
Making
you.
requests.
That is
Making
all
requests.
you.
I
Okay.
am Moana.
Okay, my funny, or it's like honestly a funny as fuck mixed with an FML altogether, and it's that at my doctor's appointment this week, I had my gestational diabetes test, and I did not have gestational diabetes, so yay for that.
Yay
But
for that.
I did leave diagnosed with a yeast infection, so FML.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
so
that is
sorry.
a very true FML.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
But it's kind of
FML, for
funny.
sure.
But
What did you send
What
to the
is
group
funny
chat
about
the other day?
Yeah, why is it funny?
It's
Sounds
funny
terrible.
because she
'Cause
sent
it's
a
life.
group chat with a picture to the group chat with ice on her crotch. That's what's funny about it.
Okay, that was
She-
funny.
That was the funny part.
Yeah,
It was like,
it
I don't
was-
know what's wrong with me.
true,
something's
that was
wrong.
funny.
I never had one before. I was like,
Me
what
either.
the fuck is going
Yeah.
on?
None of us can help you.
Yeah, seriously.
All of us are
Honestly, you
useless.
should all feel blessed because my OB is like, "Oh, you've never had one?" And I was like, no. She's like, usually I feel like it's at least like once a pregnancy. And I'm like,
What?
Oh,
no,
whoa.
never in my life
Interesting.
until
That's
now.
weird.
Interesting. Yeah, I
That's
don't.
so
And then the
I don't know that
treatment for the first 2 days is worse than the fucking yeast
Oh,
infection.
yeah, I forgot you said that. Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not exaggerating. People need to hear this. When I say I was ready to take a bottle brush and be like, I'm not getting itching. So itchy. Holy cow. I about died. You need to know. Things you need to know in case you ever get one.
Need to know in case you ever have.
If you've
to
never
take
had
one
one and then you get one, just know the first 2 nights, it's knock yourself out as fast as you can. because
take
It's
some
gonna itch
Benadryl, go to
so
sleep.
bad. You will want to die.
Monica cannot compose herself over there.
I think it was.
And this is
it was
this
the
is why I
hand
said it's
motion
funny as
and the
fuck
bottle brush.
and an
I think that
FML.
probably put her right over
Yeah, the bottle
edge.
brush. Yeah.
I'm telling
It
you,
was the
nothing else
aggressive
makes,
bottle brushing.
nothing else would do it. I'm telling you.
Oh my
We've had a lot of really invasive conversations this week, if you will.
Oh, we
Truly.
certainly have. We certainly have.
It's been a great week in the bottle. Well, sorry, hold on. The bottle brush.
The bottle
My brain can't compute.
Oh,
Oh
They
my-
can't erase the bottle brush image from their mind.
oh my gosh.
No,
I
truly cannot.
can't even handle this. No, it was just that motion. My gosh, Kelsey, that was so visual.
I needed you to understand how aggressively itchy it was.
It was like a full range of motion for her arm.
Watch the YouTube clip. I promise it's worth it.
Oh my god.
And while you're there, subscribe to
Alrighty.
YouTube.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, please.
Seriously. All right. Well, my WTF of the week. So my win is really silly and stupid, and I don't care. I got one of the viral little raft tanning bed things that Ashley and I used yesterday.
Yes.
And that is a solid win. Like, that was the best, like, 30, 40, however many dollars I spent. I don't know. Best $30 I have spent in a while. That thing's
Mhm. It was
amazing.
nice. I might get one.
Right?
Yeah.
You should. You should, because it's so great. My kids always want to play outside in the water in the summer, and I'm like, I want to go out and tan too, but like when you don't have a pool here, like it's rough and it's just so hot and you can only handle it for so long. So now I have my thing and I get to lay in like a
There
bed
you
of
go.
water. It's worth it when you see it on TikTok. I know we see all the viral things that you're like, should I?
Should I
Yes,
get it?
yes,
Should
you
I not?
You should. Absolutely. It was comfortable.
It was comfortable.
Hey, a win is a win.
A win is a win. So that's my win. What am I triggered by? Watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives this
Oh my god.
Oh man, she got on
The
a
cultural
rant about the
phenomenon.
She got on
Right?
a rant about the Mormon wives yesterday.
I did. So I'm going to give you like the concise version of it today. I am just like flabbergasted that they call themselves friends. And like they are the
No,
worst
they don't seem like
friends. They are the worst friends I've ever seen, ever. And like I've seen TikToks where they're like, no, like the drama's real. Like the issues that we're fighting about are real. Like those aren't prompted. And I'm like, if that's really your fights, like I have walked away from friendships for less. Like absolutely not. Absolutely not. And like the entire show, like in all of their confessionals, they're just like, this is not what, you know, we stand for in Mom Talk. And like, this is not what Mom Talk is all about. Like, it's about empowering each other and like just friendship. And this is not what it is. And the entire time I'm like, but when do we see you guys do that? Like, when does that happen?
Just the word Mom Talk sends me right over the edge. That's what's triggering me right now. The word Mom Talk. Yeah,
I
like
know.
It's a fucking, I don't know, cult or something. Get out of here with your Mom
I
Talk.
mean, and like
a cult within a cult. Okay, sorry.
I still have to watch the last episode of the season, but I've seen enough like stuff on social media that I'm pretty sure I know like what happens. But it's the train wreck I can't look away from, and I'm very much triggered. And I just really hope that like younger generations watching this do not think that that's what friendship is supposed to look like, because holy crap, it is not. Like they are the worst. They're entertaining, but they are the worst.
At the very least, yeah.
Yes.
That's great. I haven't watched a single episode of that. But
I had no intentions of it other than the fact that I needed something to turn on while I was finishing some work that I didn't care about turning off, and now here I am. So
now you're sucked in. Now you're sucked in.
I'm sucked in. Okay, and then my
your F.
Yes. So my FML is just aging in general. Like today is my husband's 42nd birthday, and I'm like,
Happy
we're
birthday,
getting
James.
old. Right? Happy birthday, James. But then with that, I saw a TikTok that made me laugh. And so it's kind of a little bit of both. It's a funny and an FML, because I hate aging. I hate getting old. I hate like the reality of it. But then I saw this TikTok. Let me just send you guys the link. So
What's your age gap? I'm sorry, I can't move past this.
Monica's 35.
6.5 years.
How did I not know this? Did I know this and forget?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot
we have
too.
talked about this before.
Yeah. He's almost like 7 years older than me.
Somehow when I was imagining you guys in church, I was just imagining them.
It was, you know what? It was a little bit of a thing, because when I met him, I was 18, but we didn't start dating till I was 19. But even then, it was just like, okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
It happened. It's fine.
It happens.
Right on. Okay. I didn't know this.
I know.
The church thing, I think, is what what really like threw
The
me.
age gap and the church. Yeah, meeting at church. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The church thing has come up a lot this week also.
Yes, it has. Well, and it was kind of an interesting thing, because like we didn't originally like have intentions of dating. We became best friends first, and then it was like a year later that it just kind of happened, and I was not prepared for, but like it happened. And by not prepared, it's like I had the feelings for him that I didn't acknowledge for a long time.
I was going to
Not
say,
prepared
James
for
was
him.
just being patient.
Yeah.
He was very patient.
Yeah.
He was being a very patient man.
There's some funny stories in there for another time. Okay, so have you guys ever seen the videos from Grandma Carolyn on TikTok before?
No.
Okay,
I don't think so.
so she's hilarious. Let me just send you a video.
Oh my god.
I have seen her a lot. She's funny.
She's so funny. Yeah, so Grandma Carolyn, like yesterday I saw her and I was like, when I am old, that's who I want to be. Like, maybe not necessarily doing that, posting the TikToks, but like I hope that when I am old, I am being like just as ridiculous as her, because like I aspire to be
Honestly,
that.
older people are missing out on a fucking cash cow by not getting.
Yeah, they are. I keep
TikTok
telling my mom
loves
this.
old people. TikTok
Mhm.
loves older people. Get on there and just you can
Do your
talk about
thing.
anything. They fucking love
Seriously.
old people.
Seriously,
There's this one lady, I don't know her username at all because when I'm on TikTok, I don't look at anything except for the video itself, and then I scroll past because I don't usually use TikTok. But she is in her kitchen at her stove, and she has like lids on her stovetop, like the coils. She's got like an old school, or maybe it's a gas burner, but she puts lids on there, and then she has headphones on, and she'll put on like some EDM fucking song, and she pretends to be a DJ, and it's always the songs that I love. So I'm like, yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, and I don't know who she is. And
There's this old couple.
stupid, but funny.
There's this old couple, and I swear they're both hard of hearing, and their videos are just them yelling at each other, and they
Oh,
call each other
man.
names, but it's so funny.
I think I know who you're talking about. It is so funny.
Oh god.
They will straight up be like, "You fucking idiot."
Oh
they're
my
funny.
god. I can't.
But anyhow.
Sometimes I can't wait to be old.
I definitely can.
Yeah, I can.
definitely can. Like the closer I get to 40, I don't want to be one of those people, but like I just am. I don't like aging. I don't like the idea of it, and it's not even like about like the looks part of it. Like that sometimes affects me, but it's really just I don't like getting old. Like it's sad.
I think that if anybody says that they don't have some sort of like fear or anxiety about getting older, then they're lying. Like
yeah.
even deep down inside, there's got to be some part of you that is nervous about
Yes.
it. Like,
Yeah.
Well, and
I
it's
just
not
think
even
that's not real.
just me getting older; it's the realization of all these other people who are getting older, and I
Ugh,
have
yeah.
it's a whole
real
spiral.
hard-
It's a whole spiral.
It's
Listen,
such a
I used to go
spiral.
down this spiral at the like ripe age of like 10 years old. I would like literally give myself panic attacks at night because I was afraid of getting old and all the things that came with
Yeah.
it. Like
It's so
Not kidding.
scary.
I
It's
had to
so
watch
scary.
Step Brothers to fall asleep
Oh my god.
I believe
so that I didn't have an existential crisis.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
It's very
But-
Kelsey coded. I believe you.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Wait, before
Okay.
we move on though, Monica also had a legitimate win, not just like a silly one about her fucking lounger. She finally was able to complete a run without feeling like she was gonna pee her
Yes,
pants.
That's right. I don't know why I didn't list that. That's true.
know,
That was so much better.
I really thought that's where you were gonna go.
No, I feel like this week has been like 2 years. So
Oh, well, okay.
I felt like that was a long time ago. But yes, it's true. I did. I finally went on my first run since my mommy makeover. And it was the first run and I don't know how many years, like probably like 10 since like
Yeah.
I was pregnant for the first time. Where I ran and I wasn't in pain from like my pelvic floor being completely non-existent. And not needing to pee my pants, which was like huge.
That's awesome.
So
Good job,
I
Dr.
am-
Belly Button.
Yes.
Oh, Dr. Pelvic Floor now.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dr. Pelvic Floor now. She had a little bit of
But-
a rebrand.
Yes, but I'm super excited because Ashley and I are supposed to do a mud run in I think November,
Mhm.
and not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous. I was a little nervous that like this was gonna be problematic for me, but I'm very excited. I think I will be just fine.
Yes,
So-
you
Yeah,
will.
you got that first one under your belt, and now you'll be good. And it didn't hurt. There was nothing, so you should be good.
Yes.
No
Yes.
shenanigans.
Easy. No
Yes, but on
shenanigans.
that note, I don't think I ever foresaw sharing on social media that I don't pee my pants. So
Yeah, well, you know.
that was fun. I don't think I ever foresaw how much we would talk about that in motherhood of peeing your pants. And so I think it's come up like every episode of this podcast. So this is just the Don't Pee Your Pants podcast.
Gotta keep it real.
Yes. But okay, so speaking of getting old, Ashley, you were telling us about something you were reading.
Yes. Okay. I read this article, and it's basically things that Gen Z wish millennials would stop doing from a bunch
Oh,
of
dear.
millennials. Okay, from a podcast
I have a feeling
full
I'm
of
going to have some
millennials.
thoughts on this.
They're funny. Okay, I'm going to read you some of the best ones, some of my favorite ones. So the first one says, Gen Z hates when millennials have the Jim and Pam style relationship that they love to broadcast. And then it says, millennials love telling you that they fart in front of their girlfriend of 11 years.
I don't know what that
I need
means.
somebody to break this. I've never seen
Yeah,
The Office. I need you to explain this Jim and Pam.
Never
We don't
mind.
understand.
You know what?
We don't
Stop.
understand.
It's just Ashley and I that like The Office, and you guys are missing out. It's not the
Sometimes I think,
Vampire Diaries,
yeah, I
but
don't even know how we're
no.
friends. If you guys
I
don't
do
know
fart.
this.
I do fart in front of my husband. I want to say that he sent me a picture of a toilet that was like a double wide toilet, like 2 people could sit on it, and I was like, we would absolutely take shits together. So if that's what you mean, then yes,
Yeah.
millennials
Okay, then,
are.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
Kelsey fits the
you
category.
track on that. Yes, you track on that.
There
for
you have
sure.
it. Okay, the next thing that Gen Z hates that millennials do, it says they need to stop their obsession with Harry Potter.
F
Never.
that. They can suck it.
Never, never.
Yeah, I agree.
Hufflepuff for life.
Okay, it goes on to say, I'm part of several fandoms, but I would never walk around and say things like, ugh, I'm such a Hufflepuff.
I don't even
AKA
care.
Monica.
I
It's funny because I
am.
would have actually thought that I was a Hufflepuff, but I am a Gryffindor.
See, I'm the opposite. I swear I was a Gryffindor forever. I took the house test. I was a Gryffindor. And then a few years ago, my husband was like, what the hell are you talking about? You are absolutely not a Gryffindor. You are a Hufflepuff. And he made me retest. And he like broke down this whole description of like how I'm a Hufflepuff. And I was like, I had this like existential crisis of like, I am a Hufflepuff.
Oh my god.
And so then for Christmas, just to like really drive that one home, he bought me a ton of like Hufflepuff stuff.
I do that to Trevor because the first time he ever took the test, he got Ravenclaw, and he was so upset about it. And
That would be
like
too.
he denied that he was Ravenclaw, and then he took it again later on, and he got Gryffindor. But now, anytime we're out of store, I'm like, "Here, you need this Ravenclaw thing. Like, here's your Ravenclaw thing."
Yeah,
it
I
just
don't
really
blame him.
chaps his
I don't want
ass.
to be a Ravenclaw either.
See, I didn't get into that until like later in life. You guys know I've never read the books. I've
You
only
have to read the
Oh,
you
books;
read
they're
the
so
books.
good.
Harry,
Yeah.
see, Harry Potter is just near and dear to my heart. I read them when they came out. The first one came out when I was like 8, and I read them all the way through. It was like the first series I ever read, like willingly, and so they can suck it. You cannot take my Harry
Okay,
Potter
yes.
from me.
But I did take the test at the behest of you guys. You guys made me take the test, and it turns out I am a Gryffindor because I thought it was.
Yeah.
What one did I think I was? I don't remember.
Slytherin, probably.
Yeah. I was like, I think I'm. I swear I'm.
Did I take the test? I don't remember taking the test.
I don't remember if you did.
I don't know if I did. I don't
we
know
had
if
this
I've
whole
ever taken
conversation
it.
about it.
I feel
and
like I probably
Monica
have,
and
but I don't
Kelsey, maybe.
remember.
This is really driving home the point, though.
So,
Yeah,
anyways,
really.
we're a bunch of millennials. Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Here's a good one. Stop saying we did a thing.
No,
We do things.
I will not. That's my favorite.
we do things.
I'm
though,
guilty
and
of
I
that.
like
Many
saying
things.
it.
I didn't know that was a millennial thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
think
guess it is
that's
now that I
like
think about it.
No,
we
that's,
share announcements and we
Yeah.
go, I did a thing.
that's the original like Facebook announcement. Like you buy a house,
Yeah.
you cut your
Yeah.
hair, you
No,
what?
I
We
did
did
a
a thing.
thing.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
I
Yeah, I get it. I can get that one, but also
I might have said that when we bought the van a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you probably did. See? Okay. This one says, I hate when millennials are like, okay, at least we didn't eat Tide Pods, as if there weren't people planking on balconies.
Oh my god! Okay, this is hilarious because I saw a TikTok the other day where this girl's like, "Guess what year I graduated based on these pictures?" And there's a bunch of pictures, and like 2 or 3 of them are her planking, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm guessing 2012 because I also have pictures planking from my senior year. Why the fuck did we do that? Hers was
Let me just
2013,
say,
so
even then, I thought it was the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
I remember all of my friends in college doing it, and I thought that they were so dumb. I did not
No,
get
it
it because
was
the other thing that they did was that they would abbreviate all of their words, and so they would say like an entire sentence, but like all of the words would be like half words. And now all I think about is the episode of The Office where Kevin
Yes.
tries to shorten his sentences. I'm like, that's what you guys sound like. You're all in college getting like bachelor's degrees and you sound like toddlers. Like, what is
This is
wrong
why
with
she's
you?
a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of Ravenclaw energy a little bit, actually.
I don't know. No, that's very Hufflepuff. And I'm just like,
I don't know.
You guys
Hufflepuff
are
might be
idiots.
too nice to say that.
well, I did say it nicely, but that's also why I have no issue saying this right now, is because I told all of them at the time that they looked like freaking idiots and they needed to stop.
Okay, so I graduated in 2011, and planking was very, very that was like peak plank time. So yeah,
Yeah, no, I agree with Gen Z on this one.
Although
Planking
I
is
don't.
dumb.
I still think eating Tide Pods is way dumber than fucking planking.
Yes.
We're not killing our. I mean,
The stuff
I don't
is
know.
getting
Did anybody
dumber.
die
Yes.
because of planking? I don't know. I
don't
shouldn't
know.
say
But-
that.
But if we're being honest, like planking was just like the ripple effect of what led to Tide Pods, so it's kind of our fault.
Listen, it was just some good, clean fun. Okay,
Honestly,
okay, next.
can't a bitch just lay down somewhere? you
we
know?
were also like drinking
That
Mike's
makes
Hard
you try to
lemonade
take
in
a
like
nap.
cornfields. So I mean,
Seriously.
definitely the better option, probably.
Yeah.
Cornfields. That's
I
just
didn't
you,
do
friend.
I drank a lot of
mean,
Mike's Hard
the
lemonade,
forest.
never in a
So-
cornfield. Okay.
The
Yeah, yeah, we
forest
were in
with
the desert.
bonfires.
We were
It's
in the
shocking we
desert
didn't
or
have
the
forest fires.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm from Hicktown, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's evident.
It's all right. I had the equivalent. It was just in the forest.
Okay, this one I might agree. Okay, it says stop the pet worship. Like, sure, pets are nice, but a lot of millennials seem to think they are exactly the same as human children, which is so true.
Yeah.
People do that, and it is
That is
very annoying.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's. I don't think that's a millennial thing. I think that's just a certain because I've seen I've seen Gen Z do that. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people
Yeah.
just they love the shit out of their pets.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
certain type of people, not
Yeah.
necessarily a certain
I agree.
generation.
Although I will say, when people compare like having a puppy to a newborn baby, I'm like,
Oh yeah,
there's
exactly.
a taste there. You're getting a taste of it, but like that is
Yeah.
not the same thing.
the
All right, I have two more. This one just says, I hate millennials. What the hell is adulting?
You
It's
wouldn't
what
know
I
because
had
you're
to
not
do.
doing it yet.
It's what I had to do the other day. I had to actually adult, and oh, this is what I was going to share as my win, and I totally forgot. I actually did the adulting thing and bought the washer cleaner for my washing
yeah, that is
machine.
yeah,
and
that's
Oh,
a big
yeah.
step
So-
up.
So you know how it says clean washer? I always just fucking throw bleach in there, and I'm like, that's clean enough, whatever. But I actually went to the Home Depot because we were already there, and I looked for the actual washing machine cleaner and bought it for the first time in my
Wow.
adult life, and cleaned my washing machine like an adult.
Congratulations.
So that's what adulting is, okay?
You actually
it's
did
doing
two.
the boring shit that makes a huge difference, and you're like, wow.
Correct. I did it.
I think they know what adulting is. I think it's the use
just hate
of
the term.
the word adulting in that
Listen.
context that annoys them.
Listen.
But there's a lot of things that I could say. Their high waters annoy me, so it's fine.
Okay, that brings us to the last one, ma'am. The worst part about millennials getting to their 30s is the skinny jeans.
Oh, come on.
An age-old debate.
You know what? I think that I am okay with letting those go to an extent. There's just some outfits they make more sense, or like when you're wearing boots. Come on, skinny
Yeah.
Yeah,
jeans
I
just
love
make
both.
more
It
sense.
also just depends on your body type.
Body
I don't
type,
know.
yeah, absolutely.
I like if I wear those super baggy jeans, I'm gonna look like I'm wearing a trash bag. Like
Yeah.
I am.
Very true.
I'm
Uh-huh.
so chickeny. I'm so chickeny. I
You're
can't.
gonna have like just basic baggy jeans, looking like you're walking around wearing Jinko jeans.
Way to age yourself, Monica.
Hey, I didn't wear them. My sisters did.
I had them.
Those are back though, so maybe Gen Z
I-
will be okay with them.
Hey,
Maybe.
I was a raver. I had those. So that
Oh,
was a time.
my
That was
gosh.
a time.
just let
All right.
people wear what they want. And fuck off.
I'm actually
Seriously.
so shocked the side part was not on that list.
Oh, yes.
I
that's
actually
true.
am too. I am too. But you know what? You know what adulting actually is getting to the point where you don't give a fuck what everyone else is wearing. You're simply dressing because you're comfortable. So F you, Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. You just wear whatever makes you happy, and that's it.
That's maturing.
And that's adulting. That's what adulting is. Oh my god. And I will never stop saying I did a thing.
Yeah.
I will never stop saying that ever.
It's just really a good interjection when you're like, I don't
Sometimes
really
you
want the
don't know what else
attention
to
on me, but I
say.
also want to tell you about this exciting thing, and so I
Yeah.
did a thing.
And I don't walk around proclaiming my Harry Potter house or whatever you call it. But for those
Monica
my
does.
fellow millennials that
You can
that
pry
do,
that out of my cold dead fingers, okay?
yeah, for those of you that do, I will ride at dawn for you to let you have your moment, because whatever makes you happy.
my whole Christmas decor is Harry Potter, so like
I know.
piss off.
So there you go.
Are
That's your
your
whole
lights?
Christmas
Are
identity.
your floating candles still up? I could have swore I saw them in your
Mine
in,
are.
like a story of yours.
Mine are still up.
Yeah.
They're actually kind of like, I mean, like
cool.
with all of the
I
other
like
stuff, they
them.
just it's like
Yeah.
suburbia. It's fine, yeah.
like
No,
them.
I have mine up too. They're in our homeschool room. They're on
And we have
year-round.
vaulted ceilings, so like it's not
Yeah.
worth to take them down.
Seriously. Well, and my kids still think that like I magically turn them on when I snap, and they're like, "Will you do the
I love your
snap?" And I'm
children.
like, I don't know if I have enough power in my hands today.
The raven,
Which
raven
is-
claws,
Yeah,
not
which is
activated
basically
yet.
I don't have the remote.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so funny. I would want some of those for like a little reading nook. Those would be good in a reading nook.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good one for sure.
Mm-hmm,
They're just cool, and I found mine at the
I
Dollar
don't know.
Tree.
Okay, so but what is Gen Z's equivalent to all of our things? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
I'm curious now.
well, I did see.
Yeah.
I saw another article about things that millennials hate that Gen Z does. So we could dive into that on another
please
episode.
go find it. and
Could be
we'll
fun.
talk
I'm
about
sure
it
that
next
there's a
time.
lot. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot that
Mhm.
that they bother me with.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, next episode, I think we should dive into what does Gen Z do that bothers us. But in the meantime, we will be taking a little bit of a break for the summer, just because summer life is crazy. And so catch us over on social media, where you might be able to find some lives as some like little mini fun episodes. But we should be returning in July. Is that what we're deciding? Is July?
Mhm. I think so.
Yeah.
A little
Yes.
bit bothered is going on summer
Hopefully.
break.
Yes.
June's just a little fucky for us. Like
Yep.
we got a lot going on.
We want to live our life, really is what it is. And so summer break, everybody needs a summer break, so we're going to take one. So
There's a lot of
Yep.
vacations. We're all having a vacation, so
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be driving at some
Yes.
point. I'm gonna be driving to Arizona, so you guys will see that.
Well, on that note, if you are not already following us on social media, make sure you find us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok so that you can stay up to date while we take a little bit of a summer vacation.
Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all of
Do
the
all the
things.
things.
Click all the buttons for us. We love you, and
Yes.
we'll see you when we see you.
Especially over on YouTube. We would
Yes.
love you forever if you go over to YouTube and subscribe.
even if that's
makes
not
a
where you
huge-
normally watch, if you just take a
Yes.
minute to pop over there and hit
do it,
subscribe, it actually makes such a difference.
It makes
Go
a
do a
huge
thing.
difference. We love the support. We would love you for it. So hopefully we will see you over there. And so until July, stay bothered.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye. That would be another thing that Gen Z would hate.
Welcome to the inner sanctum of friendship. These bitches are a little bit bothered.